Hello, this is Jeri, aka Granny, and welcome to my kitchen. Now, I look really funny because I have my hair thing on, and I don't really feel good. So today's a down day, but if I wait for all the days to be good, I'll never get these made. So we're making dinner today, and it's already 6 p.m. and we're really late. So bear with me. I really feel bad today. Anyway. So I forgot to take any meat out of the freezer, and I decided that maybe I was going to make fried chicken today. My chicken's pretty frozen, so I put a large pot on the stove and filled it with water and salt, a lot of salt, because I want to thaw my meat out rather quickly, and I don't mind a little pre-boil before making my fried chicken anyway. So, looks like my pot is getting little bubbles in it. That's not enough. This is what happens when you forget to take the meat out of the freezer because you're not feeling good, or for whatever reason. Okay, and see that frozen chicken? That's a lot of chicken too, because Papa didn't think to separate it before throwing it in the freezer because I wasn't feeling good the day he brought it in. Now, let me get this paper off of it. This is no mercy frozen, okay? Absolutely no mercy frozen. In the big pot it goes. Okay. And we're going to let that come apart. It won't take long. I'm going to wash my countertop again and prepare it. Really like a lot of cleanliness when I'm cooking, even though it doesn't really look like it right now. You can't be clean enough when it comes to cooking. Food storage, food preparation is really, really, really important that you have clean wash rags, clean sponges, clean countertops, and I forgot to put peanut butter up. So, and I didn't do it, so let me do it right now. What I like to do on my dish rags to ensure that they're clean is pop them in the microwave. Of course, you get them wet first. I'm going to put it in there for about 30 seconds. And make sure that my rag is sterile. In addition to the fried chicken, we're going to make mashed potatoes. Last night, I made pizza and I made the videos on it. What I didn't show you is me getting worn out and going to bed without really putting everything back together the way I should have. So, here we go. Now, potatoes, I have a really neat trick on too. Okay. So there's my rag. And nice and hot in the microwave. Woo, it's steamy. Look at that steam. Yeah, they're really steamed up. Okay, so here we go. A nice hot rag. And my dumb butt put this on the counter before I sterilized. So let me take it over here. Put some salt on the subject. I use salt and vinegar and heat mostly in the kitchen, steam. And I use my blow dryer in the kitchen a lot. I like my countertop dry before I like my countertops kind of dry before I put my cutting boards down. And make sure I didn't blow my smoke out. Not goofy butt. I put my bread in the wrong place. Tell you what, I'm not feeling the greatest. Anyway, put it in the bread basket. Okay, so I'd like to have some mashed potatoes, I think, with our fried chicken tonight. And I could do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, why? So what I'm going to do instead, actually I'm going to use that water. Okay. Papa and I don't require much, so I'm going to do 3 potatoes. Excuse me. Let's see. Pick out 3 nice ones. Okay, and gonna wash them off. I really like using a brush on them, but it doesn't really matter tonight because we're not going to keep the broth, and I'm still going to rinse the dirt off it. I'm not going to scrub them like I normally do because it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to boil them whole. Before I do, I'm going to score or cut a shallow, very, very shallow ring around the center of the potato using my paring knife, okay? Now, I don't believe in dull cutlery. So, my sister gave me this, my sister Alicia, and it's just the best knife sharpener. She's my big sister, I'm the youngest. So, I take this and score a line, just piercing the skin, not any deeper really, all the way around the center of the potato. Okay? And then I'm going to boil them whole. And when they are tender all the way through by the poking it with a fork or a knife, I'm going to take the potato and dunk it in ice water, which will cause the skin to basically just pull off. No muss, no fuss. If I was in more of a hurry, I would go ahead and peel a potato. Now, this potato, I'm going to do just for the showing you of it, okay? And I'm going to fry it, end up frying them with the chicken, okay? And what I'm going to do here is peel this one, and I'm using a potato peeler. I probably don't use it like everybody else does. I just use it the way it's more comfortable in my hands. I used to always just use a paring knife. Now, had I bothered to scrub this skin of this potato, I would not be throwing the peelings away. I would be frying them also. But tonight, I don't feel good. So, I don't have the flu or anything. It's just one of my down days because I have emphysema, COPD. Okay, so I got to rinse it again. Lots of rinsing goes on with cooking. Lots of washing, lots of rinsing. You wash your hands up to the elbows, at minimum up to the elbows. You do not leave your pits uncovered if it's hot and sweaty. This is winter. Last April, our power line got struck by lightning, so we lost our thermostat for our heater. I'm not exactly in danger of sweating. However, really, truthfully, I need to put my white shirt on. I'm a fan of white shirts for the kitchen. As to me, white's clean. Okay, so we're going to cover the pits. We're clean. We're clean. And you want to scrub under the fingernails. You want to really scrub under the fingernails and really scrub around the cuticles. You do not want germy, nasty hands. And don't do this and touch the food, okay? Don't just in the food. No. Now I gotta wash my hands again. Okay, I see people do that even on videos, and it's like so gross. If you get an itch, use one of these. This is my itchy fingers when I'm cooking. My head is just, ooh, I'm not gonna touch my food with my hands after I scratch my head, my nose, or whatever it is I'm doing. Okay, so see this, and it's melted right there. So that's my keep your hands clean in the kitchen. Okay, now this is a little technique of mine. Yes, I have gloves for the kitchen. Okay. You take a fork, any size fork really. I'm just going to use this gigantic one right now. And stick it firmly in the end of this. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, chicken, how are you doing in there? Okay. I need to put the potatoes in this chicken pan. How are we doing? Yes, yay, we're coming apart. Yeah. We're going to get to watch Granny make some splashings and some mistakes. That's okay. My tongs are where? When I figure out how to use the YouTube editor, a lot of this will get trimmed out. Okay, unless one of you guys want to do it for me. Okay, here we go. Taking out the chicken. It's been thawing out. There we go. It doesn't have to be completely thawed to fry it. I mean, it helps, but we're going to get the chicken out of there. See? Coming right apart. That's a start. There we go. There we go. And here we go. Yay! Now, I'm going to take the pieces that are the least thought out. No? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, whatever. I need a bucket. Okay. Or two. I am an ice cream fiend. Okay, absolutely. And as much as I love my Bluebell, I love my bucket ice cream because it gives me buckets to use in the kitchen, and I love my buckets. Okay. Kids, grandkids, whoever else might actually be watching one of my videos. My daughter Robbie, I love her so much. Buckets are wonderful. The emptiness of all of these buckets would be why my butt looks like it does. Okay. Which ain't really too bad for being 60, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay, so we're going to put the chicken in here. I am not frying all of this chicken tonight. There's just me and Papa. That's a lot of chicken for me and Papa. So they're 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 apiece for supper. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're gonna do 5 and 5. Okay, ditches. Okay, so take this. What you see on the back of the door is jeans that I sewed and turned into lid holders. Okay, let's see. This would be one. I love my ice cream in a bucket. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh, bucket doesn't want to fit. What have we got in here that can go away? That can go away. And that can go in there. And by go away, I do not mean garbage. We have animals that live outside in the wild, in the city wild. Outdoor animals. And we have stray cats in the neighborhood. We have possums. We have raccoons. And you know what? No creature deserves to be going hungry. Food's hard to find in the city and in the suburbs. So, I do put my scraps out. We have a feeding stump out in the front yard. No, I'm not trying to attract every wild animal out there. But I am trying to keep the rats away, and apparently that's a problem in the neighborhood and city, state, whatever. So, we feed the outside cats. That, and I'm very compassionate toward other animals, besides human ones. Okay, so I need a bowl. Oh, Granny needs to get her act together. Okay. I'm going to use one of my buckets because I just don't feel up to going and digging out a bowl. What I'm going to do with this here potato, drops my scratcher. What we're going to do with this potato is I am going to cut it using my potato peeler. Boil these taters real quick. Dunk them right there in that chicken water. Lid back on it. Okay. Hey Google, please set a timer for 45 minutes. Okay Google, please set a timer for 45 minutes.
Thanks for asking like that. 45 minutes. And that's starting now.
Okay, Google, thank you.
My pleasure.
John Legend has, possessed my Google Home. Hey, Google, please have John Legend sing me a song.
Here is a song I'm singing just for you. It's what you requested, so I'm following you.
Okay, Google, thank you very much.
No problem.
Hey, Google, how far is the moon away?
The moon is about 238,900 miles from Earth.
Isn't that wonderful? That's very far. Okay, Google, thank you. See, I'm just going to slice these like this using the potato peeler for the whole thing. And this is of like hash browns, I guess you could call it, sort of. And I cook it in a pile, like a big patty of potato. And I have a griddle in the middle of my stove, which makes it wonderful. If I have bacon or sausage, yes, I use full fat and cholesterol and clogged artery. The food's just, I like food, okay, but I like the real food, I don't like fake food. And real food has cholesterol and stuff. I'm sorry, it just does. Yes, I need to start feeding us more healthy, and yes, Papa and I were talking about that. We're going to adapt the grocery list and buy more salads. Okay, so I'm almost done. You get a lot of use out of one potato this way, too. A lot of use. Now, Papa will be coming home from work in a little bit, and he's not really positive that I am making a video today, so hopefully he won't come in and say stuff that has to be trimmed in the video. Okay. I mean, to keep it PG. Okay. We just about got it down to the fork. If I wasn't feeling so rough today, I would have done this quicker. Okay. This is one of my favorite things to do for breakfast, too. Papa's going to be hungry when he walks through the door, and dinner's probably not going to be ready. So that's one of my reasons for doing this potato this way, is because I want to have a snack for Papa when he comes in. You can put all kinds of things on the griddle to fry with the potato, everything from onion to whatever. Okay, and by the way, that pizza I made last night was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. One of the best ones I've ever made. I'm so proud of myself on that. Okay. You know, I never used to make pizza, and I make it 100% from scratch. And the pie crust, the pizza pie crust that I developed, the recipe I developed, I did a lot of research on the different opinions of pizza pie crust and techniques, and watched a lot of YouTube videos. And I didn't want the chewy brand of pizza crust because I wear dentures, and Papa needs to get his teeth fully wear dentures. He's got some bad spots. So the pizza pie crust recipe that I developed is for the dentally challenged. It's not quite so chewy. And I'm getting the oil down. And one of my next videos is going to be sweet potato pie because Papa deserves it. I've got to go get some marshmallows though. Last time I made one, I made it without marshmallows. Okay, I'm going to move the pot over to this one. Let me see. This is my new stove Papa got me for Christmas, by the way. I love it. Absolutely love it. The only thing I don't love about it is that the griddle in the middle. Okay, Mama. The griddle in the middle doesn't have a cover. So before I use it every single time, I'll wash it. Probably should anyway, but most people don't bother with that much washing. I'm just a fanatic about it. Even though this old house doesn't look that sterile, believe me or not, I do wash, and I use alcohol, rubbing alcohol for cleaning glass and different surfaces, as well as peroxide when I'm cleaning my pans, and peroxide and baking soda. Okay, so I need that to dry. Fire's on. Just gonna let that dry a second. While it's drying, I put a little onion with my potato. Really, what you put in it is up to you. Yeah, I had some onion already open. What is that? Oh, that's a little piece of mini sausage. I'll put that in there too. Okay, I had some smoked sausage from left over, a little bitty piece left over from last night. Okay, so when I made pizza. Now, as soon as that dries, I'm going to paint it with a little bit of oil. Right now, I'm going to take this onion and stay back. I'm going to try not to cry on this one. I don't have any wooden matches, or I would light it, blow it out, and hold it between my teeth so that the sulfur could attract the lemon juice and not get in my eyes, because I'm using my potato peeler on the onion. Now, I want everything to be uniformly thin sliced. And I'm not going to use that much onion because I'm thin slicing it, okay? And you don't want to overpower the potato with the onion. Now, and that little bitty bit of sausage really is quite a bit for one potato on the grill for the way we're doing it. So we're going to just take off some the firmest part of this onion. Okay, it's gonna get a little bit soft. I like the onion juice to come out and get all over the potatoes while I'm doing this. Kind of squeezing it a little bit while I'm peeling it. You want, because that juice, onion juice is really what we're after anyway. Get a couple more good peels on that. Oh, it's hard to go across the top. Okay. You just want enough on there to flavor it. You're not really trying to enjoy eating a ton of onions like you would with carrots. You're really just trying to get the flavor. So there we go. Lots of good flavor on there. Now, in addition to the onion, I think I would like a little garlic on this potato, even though I'm fixing it to pop off. We're going to make it the way I want it. Okay, so here we go. I'm all out of jalapenos, darn it. There's a dab of cheese. Okay, but you know what I do have? Instead of using this big jug of oil, here's what I think I'll do. I make oil for my pizza crust. And this oil, let's say I make oil, I season oil. That's garlic, onions, red pepper, chili pepper, cayenne, basil, oregano, and celery salt. Okay? I'm going to take some of this wonderfully seasoned oil. Oh, yeah, you can tell that's been seasoned and sitting overnight. Oh, good. My griddle's dry. And I'm going to dance some of this oil, this flavored oil, just a little bit like that. And start warming up. It's not going anywhere. There's not a runoff or a drain off on this griddle. Okay, so I'd like to smear that around a little bit. This is a tie hanger that I put in the kitchen because it holds my utensils so well. Okay, now I've got that smeared all over my no-stick griddle. Okay, now I'm going to, in addition to that, before I put the food down, I'm going to pepper it up a little bit. Okay? Now, the taters are going in a little pile. Now, I'm hard on lids. Okay, I'm very hard on lids because I set them directly on the griddle. Now, we're going to take out a piece of garlic from my little garlic stash. Woo, very little garlic left. Okay, I got to put garlic on the board. Papa, we are low on garlic. Okay, and I don't know if you've seen my other videos yet, so we're going to show you how Granny deals with garlic. Place the garlic under the big knife. Smash it. Keep your hand away from that blade. Okay. I pinch it off, but you think I would have learned if I got a piece of garlic shoved up under my thumbnail that I couldn't get out. God, that was painful for weeks. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to finally chop a little bit of this garlic. As it looks, very little bit. And I'm going to put it on the griddle. This is a massager, but it's never been used to massage because I think it makes a great garlic pounder. I smashed my garlic with it like this. Okay, and then shove it the garlic, just dance it around a little bit like that. Okay, I want more, I want more, I want more. Okay, we have garlic powder. Whoops, so much for that one. Okay. Whoops. Wrong kind of lid. See? Okay, so we're going to put the garlic powder, let me check it. There it goes, okay. We're going to put some of the garlic powder on it. And one thing that I really like, I normally wouldn't get it, but as a spice, I'm glad I did. Yeah, there it is. It's my celery seed. I usually use ground celery powder, but we're going to put a little celery seed on there. Okay? Now, yummy. And as I said, we're going to take a little piece of this sausage that's left over. And I'm going to take the skin off. Because it's really just ground anyway, see? I did just scored that a little bit. Okay, now that it doesn't have that protective coating holding it together, I'm going to very thin slice. I'm just using my finger to guide how wide of the blade, how deep the blade comes in. Okay, and turn it around to the narrow end and get that narrow end, because it'll be really hard to hold that narrow end to finish cutting this up. It's going to get too short for me to use my hand to hold it anymore, so I'm going to go like this. And then I'm going to go like this. Kind of, not really mince it, but just kind of make the pieces a lot smaller. Okay. Now, take that, put it together, because it's time to turn the potatoes. We're going to dance the meat on top. By dance it, I mean like drizzle it, okay? Like put it all the way over. Okay, now we need to flip it. Isn't that beautiful? And salt tipped. There it is. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm going to turn that heat down to a medium, put it on 5, and I'm going to take one of my lids and abuse it. Okay, this is actually a skillet lid, and I don't even own the skillet to this lid anymore, but this is one of my favorite things to use in the kitchen. It doesn't really fit all the way down, which is great. Really what I'm trying to do is just direct that heat back down so I can cook the potatoes more evenly on a lower flame. I'm going to turn that down to a 3. Go all the way to 10, okay? So here we have the potatoes cooking, and I like to beat on them a little bit. And I got just a little bit of cheese out so that I can sprinkle it when it's done. I'm going to flip that again. Now it needs to go back over. Okay. There we go. And we're going to do that. Now I really do have a smaller lid I may have to use on that because I need to use my other burners. I got to start frying chicken. Okay. There we go. Yep, that's better. I'm going to have a mess to clean up tonight. Okay, now, hands are still clean. But if I had to continue to wash my hands because I was going to dive into some flour like I'm fixing to do, I would use my blow dryer to dry my hands. Now, here's the bad boy for frying the chicken. A lot of things can be used for this job, but this is the best thing in the world. I want my oil to be nice and hot. You can deep fry the chicken. And maybe I should show you that way instead of this way. Pan fried requires you to flip it. I'm making a decision. I'm thinking. Nah, I'm gonna pan fry it because that's gonna lay down in there okay. I mean, I'll have to flip them, but I'll pan fry it. Okay, pan fried is better anyway. So, take my bad boy oil. This is canola oil because Papa does the shopping. I'm not sure if I would get canola every time because to me, it tends to leave it a little greasy. Oh, you guys sit over there and flirt with the flames, huh? I hear you sizzling. Alrighty then. Grandma, find your stuff, there. Okay. It's sizzling at me. We're going to gently, not to scratch the thing. There we go. Yeah, the sausage wants to get a little black on me. I taught myself to cook, and I did so by watching chef shows, trial and error. I had my first father-in-law had been a cook on a Navy ship for 17 years. He taught me a little bit. I picked up things over the years, most things self-taught by mistakes, okay? Most expensive cooking school in the world is teaching yourself through mistakes. In the early part of my cooking career, I would make dinner and then we'd go to Dairy Queen. Okay, so I'll start heating my oil up. How you do your breading for your chicken is a matter of personal taste. I like mine very crunchy. Okay, so I add a little bit of cornmeal. Sometimes I will grind up Cheerios in my blender till it's powder and cut that with my flour. It depends on the flavor I'm trying to achieve. Right now, tonight, I'm just going to make good old-fashioned, regular old Southern fried chicken with a touch of cornmeal. Okay? Got my celery seeds back up. I'm going to take in my bucket. Hey, Google, how much time is left on my timer, please? Hey, Google, how much time is left on my timer, please? What's the matter with Miss Google today? Hey, Google, how much time is left on my timer, please?
Thanks for asking so nicely. You've got 28 minutes and 6 seconds remaining.
Okay, Google, thank you.
You got it.
See, that's the part that flips me out, is that she starts talking to me and then John Legend jumps in there and answers. Okay, so. I've been doing a lot of genealogy research lately. Boy, do we come from some fascinating people. Okay, here we go. I never felt so connected to American history as I have since I started doing genealogy research. Apparently, our family came over here, some of the first to get here. And on my mom's side, some of the family was the first to get here. They're in the history books, registered as the original explorers of Maine. Grandfather Nehemiah Covington landed in Virginia in 1654, and it was not his first trip to America. But this time he brought the whole family with him. Okay, let's see. Including his parents, or his dads anyway. I can't find much record of the women. Okay, there we are. My love, this came with it. And I love it. Okay, let me flip. We're gonna flip. There we go, flip. That is done quickly. It's looking beautiful. And you know what's really good when you make this for breakfast is to put fried eggs on top of it when you serve it. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Okay, so get back to the breading. Now, the cornmeal's right here. I put about 2.5 cups of flour in there. So I'm going to put like a couple handfuls of cornmeal because I'm not trying to make it like cornbread or like fried fish. I just want to add a little crunchy, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and use my celery seed just because it's so good. I'm bothered to buy it, I might as well use it. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, now, I don't think I'm going to add any salt because I am going to add some things with salt in it. But we like spicy, okay? Partly because red pepper is very good for you. It cleans your blood. Unless your name is Jacqueline Alicia. In which case you got to hide the red pepper and the cayenne because she'll start talking like she's from England. Bless her heart, her tongue swells up and she gets all kinds of weird on us because she developed an allergy to red peppers and cayenne. There's my chili powder. And that's really a shame. Boy, would I have to curb my cooking if she was eating over here all the time. So, when I'm expecting Jackie, if I'm expecting Jackie, which her name is really Jackie, but anyway, if I'm expecting Jackie, then I have to be careful on what I'm using. I have to make sure that I put some of hers aside. There's some poultry seasoning. I'm just going to go ahead and shortcut and use this. And I don't know how much I'm putting in there. I'm putting in there some shakes, okay? Dip, 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 dip. Okay. And I don't normally, I guess I should keep it the way I normally do. Normally I use like Lowry's seasoning salt, but I'm out. I'm going to jump in there and just mix that real good. Now I need a bowl of water. Actually, very little water, mostly egg. Okay. Actually, I may forego the water tonight. Only because I want to see what difference it makes. Some people use eggy water. Some people use eggy milk. Some people use eggies. So I think I'm going to go tonight with just the egg. Okay, so let's turn that off. And I did it again. Okay, calm down. I've got to be careful. My eyes have to sit in focus before I can see things. Okay, so taters are done. I'm going to sprinkle the top of my taters with just a little bit of cheese. grated cheese. Papa's been really good to me in my old age. He's, or excuse me, my middle age. To yeah, if I'm gonna live to be 120. It's grated already, so I don't have to do the work. Anyway, so that's gonna melt from the heat, whether I leave it on the griddle or take it off and put it on the plate. So, here's my plate. I take my plate, and I'm gonna scoop that. Isn't that beautiful? It's really, really, really good for breakfast, but it's good as a snack too. Now, to make sure that that doesn't get all cold and yucky, I'm going to take my lid and put it back on the plate. And that's going to wait for Pawpaw to come home. Now, that cheese is going to melt on those potatoes just from the heat. I don't really think I require this anymore. It's getting off my workstation. So are these things. Okay, now, I normally wash as I go. So you gotta give me just a second. I really don't like facing a really dirty kitchen after I have a full belly. It sucks. I want to clean this mess up as I go, or I'm facing a really bad kitchen and I don't like to clean well enough to make that kind of mess. You know, if you keep a messy house, you really gotta like to clean because you are saving these humongous messes for yourself. I don't like cleaning that enough to do that. I want to clean small messes, so I do it frequently. Just, you know, easier. You find out over the years it's just easier. Just clean it up when you mess it up. Get done with it. Don't have a big job facing you if you don't have to. You know, a lot of people create so much work for themselves. It's just like a lot of people like to stuff things in corners or closets. I like clean closets. I like clean drawers. So all you're doing there is creating a mess that has to be cleaned up that nobody can see, versus just putting the stuff up where it goes to start with. So I have a rack for my lids, and it's right underneath where the iPad mini is sitting that's filming this. So, okay, got that done. I'm going to clean this real quick. Pizza board that doubles as a cutting board all the time, even though that's really not good for it. Okay. And that goes in this magazine rack that the stores were going to throw away, and I repurposed it. Now, let's get back to the chicken. The oil is getting hot. The optimum temperature for fried chicken is 350 degrees. I don't have a thermometer. I take a piece of bread and pull off the corner of it and toss it in there, and if it turns golden brown in 60 seconds, the oil's 350 degrees. So we're going to put 1, 2, and see if that's enough. If it's not, we'll put 1 more. Okay? Where's my big fork? There it is. Okay. Where's my big fork? There it is. Love this big fork. Okay. I just don't like it. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to like it. One, I'm going to put the water back in it like I always do. There's nothing wrong with the way I cook. But I double dip chicken. And I just can't see double dipping it if I don't have enough egg in there. I mean, if I don't have any water in there. There we go. Now that's a double dipper. Okay. Now I'm going to make a really big mess now. What I usually do when I'm cooking. Part of it. That's why you clean while you go. Otherwise, you have this nightmare kitchen when you're finished. Okay. Wash that up. Wash this up. I mean, you learn over the years. When you first start out, you might not be that good at it, or maybe you are, but I wasn't. But you learn over the years. It's so much easier to just clean it up when you mess it up and don't save it for later. Procrastination is not a good thing when it comes to cleaning. Houses must remain clean. They just must. Unless you're really into doing a lot of cleaning, you best just clean the damn thing while you go. As close to it as you can. I've seen some pretty messy places. Overwhelmingly messy. If you're suffering from a place like that, take everything, put it in boxes, bags, whatever, and take it outside. Clean the room itself. Then bring stuff back in. And while you're doing it, wash it first. Clean it first. And I just use my arm to wipe my nose. I gotta blow my nose and go over and wash my hands again because you have to stay sterile up to your elbows. Especially for what we're fixing to do. Because your hands are all up in everybody's dinner. Don't you be having no snot hands. Okay? No snot hands at our feeding table. Or our prep table. Okay. So get those hands, clean it out again. Yeah, come on, Granny, get with it. Alright. Oh, and I gotta have a bucket for my fingers. Let me get some finger wash over here. For when the flour starts to build up on my hands. I like to get the buildup of flour off of them. So here we go. Okay. There's my hand washers. The little pop things. Here we go. Our potatoes are boiling nicely. We don't have to pay attention to them. They're doing their thing in the big pot. Okay. Here's my finger washer. Here's my double dips. And a piece of bread. Check my oil. I was a little premature putting that up, wasn't I? Okay, so take out a steel piece. Yes, I'm sacrificing a slice of bread. And when I twist my bread for freshness, I always pull the plastic top back down over the bread. Okay, helps keep it fresh. Now, we got that done. We're going to take a corner of the bread and we're going to check our oil. Well, it sizzles and dances on top. Hey Google, please set a timer for 45 seconds. Hey Google, please set a timer for 30. Hey Google! Hey Google! What's the matter, Google? Hey Google! Please set a timer for 20 seconds.
You said the magic word. Second timer for 20 seconds. And that's starting now.
No, it ain't ready yet. Come on. Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google. Please set a timer for 60 seconds.
You said the magic word. Second timer for 1 minute. And we're starting now.
Drop it. It sizzles on top, okay, but I still don't think it's at 350 yet. It's real important to have clean oil also. Don't use recirculated oil. Depends on what you cooked in it last. My rule of thumb is if I fried taters in it, then I'll filter it and put it in my used oil bottle. I have 2 used oil bottles that are actually empty oil bottles. And if it had potatoes fried in it, I'll filter it when it cools down and put it in the clean used oil. If it had meat of any kind, it goes in the bye-bye oil. Now, the bye-bye oil gets used for things outside, such as covering my smoker when I need to clean it. For the rust, not the steel one, obviously, my iron one. And I cover the outside of it with used cooking oil. I also used cooking oil to kill weeds outside. Okay, it is not golden brown, so we are not 350 degrees yet. And you can tell the bread is... Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, stop. Okay, you can see it's pretty much saturated with oil. The bread shouldn't saturate like that. We're going to give it another moment. Hey, Google, please tell me a joke.
Did you hear about the 2 antennas that got married? The ceremony was okay, but the reception was great.
Okay, Google, that was cute.
The cutest.
Okay, Google, please set a timer for 60 seconds.
What a nice way to ask me. Second timer for 1 minute, and we're starting now.
Drop it. It's dancing better on top. It doesn't seem, from judging from looking at the top, it doesn't seem to be saturating itself with oil. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I can see the oil bubbling up through the bread now. Even though it's bread, it shouldn't saturate like that. It really shouldn't saturate like that. So we're going to set that there. It really shouldn't. It should not that quickly anyway. We're looking for it to turn golden brown. It's not doing it. Come on. 60 seconds here. Come on. Okay, while it's doing that. Oh, they're just boiling away. Okay, let's take the lid off. Yes, they're frying fine. Okay, Google, stop. Okay, we're still not, well, we're starting to turn a little bit brown, okay? Gonna give it another minute. Actually, the temperature goes up rather quickly. Hey, Google, please tell me a joke.
Why didn't the melons get married? Because they cantaloupe.
Okay, Google, that was corny.
I'll try to get better, but it might take a while. I have to do everything bit by bit.
Okay, that was funny. Okay, Google, please set a 1 minute timer.
Thanks for asking so nicely. Second timer for 1 minute, and we're starting now.
Oh, dancing nicely. Dancing very nicely. I think we're closer to it now. Dancing on top, not soaking up like a sponge. I think we're achieving 350. I mean, it's eventually going to soak the oil, but it shouldn't do it immediately. It should take it. It should dance on top of the oil without soaking up like a sponge. See, this one, yeah, okay. That one still hasn't soaked all the way through. I'm starting to see the oil below the surface. Wonderful. We are at fried chicken time. That is golden. Okay, Google. Tell me a joke, please. See?
What is a balloon's least favorite kind of music?
That's the other
They
side.
don't like pop.
Okay, Google, stop. So, we're going to call. Okay, Google, set a timer for 60 seconds, please. One more time.
Second timer, more time for 1 a.m. It's for 6 hours, 6 minutes, and 18
Okay,
seconds.
Google, cancel.
Starting. Sure, it's canceled.
Okay, Google, please set a 1 minute timer.
Thanks for asking so nicely. Second timer for 1 minute, starting now.
It's dancing. It's not soaking. I think we're there. I actually think we're there. Yeah, you can watch it kind of start to sink. No, I believe we're there. I really believe we're there. I've got to resist the temptation to flip it. I'm not cooking it. I'm checking the temperature. Okay, now the top of it's oily. Just now getting to the top of the piece of bread. Dance, baby, dance. We're at 350. I feel confident we're at 350. Because that timer hadn't gone off yet, but we are at golden brown on the bottom side. I'm going to call it, and we're going to start frying this chicken. Okay, Google, stop. Okay, we're at least at 350, and that's where we want to be, okay? So, now that little complicated mess is out of the way, we are going to take a piece of chicken. I don't have to wash it because I pre-boiled it a little bit. So we're going to dunk it in the and water mix here. And we're going to stick it in the flour. You guys feel it okay? You can. Okay. I don't like to use the front burners first. You see, I'm going to take this piece of chicken and I'm going to stick it briefly back into my egg and water mix. Back into the flour, and that's what I mean by double dip, okay? We're going to cover it really good. Kind of shake it off and lay your chicken into your 350 degree oil. Okay? Take your next piece. You actually can do this and freeze it so that you can take it out and have it done. Just don't stick it where they'll freeze together. And I guess you could actually go ahead and fry frozen chicken. Although that's dangerous to put anything frozen into hot oil because it could have crystals of water on it in which it would pop and carry on like crazy. So we're going to double dip that. Now, the use of egg and milk or liquid, and you don't want to throw it out, is how hush puppies were created. So the only thing is that you have to put a little bit of baking powder in with your leftover breading, which is fine. You put a little baking powder in there so it'll rise. And then you mixed your leftover egg with your leftover flour. And you mix it up to a thick batter, and then you drop it by spoonfuls into your hot oil. And this would be why I have a bucket of water sitting right here. I'm not trying to get my fingers clean. I'm just trying to get that clump off of them. Okay, so take our next one. I'm gonna put that in the flour. There we go. This is January 19th, by the way. It's a Monday. I believe it's the 19th. Hey Google, what's today's date? Hey Google, what's today's date?
It is Monday, the 20th of January 2020.
I stand corrected. Okay, Google, thank you. It is the 20th, which means I get my check in a few days. Yay. Okay, here we go. This time we're going to lay it the opposite direction. That piece, is getting full. My skillet's getting full. Okay, so I have exactly 2 pieces of chicken left, and I'm going to let them be in the skillet by themselves in a little while because my skillet's getting too full. I could fit another piece in there, but then I would have one piece cooking by itself after crowding and overfilling that one. So now I'm going to get all the water off of my hands as good as I possibly can, in case there's any liquid left over, even after drying my hand. I'm going to put on my little gloves so I don't get splashed. Well, that glove got wet. Okay, get that noise. Dry hand good. This is where the blow dryer comes in handy. I have a little rack on the wall right here that I keep my garlic in, and I keep some nuts and some toilet tissue for my nose. And I keep my blow dryer on it. I love my racks. Okay, so my chicken probably needs turned because, you know, like I call braising, I like to get both sides kind of at least wet in the oil, kind of getting crisp. Oh, I'm going to have to clean up. Okay. The other reason I don't want to overfill the pan. This takes a little bit of practice. If you can see how beautiful that chicken's getting already. If you want a good crust on your fried chicken, you really need to double dip the chicken. Okay, it takes about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes for your chicken to fry. All right, your potatoes come along. I'm going to use, because I'm using a very big pan, I'm going to use a very long skin knife, I think. Nah, I'll use this one. I'll just reach in and grab me a tater. Not with those, I'm not. I do not want water to get in my oil, so I'll get mother's best. Okay. Come here, little tater. Come here, little tater. Oops. Come here. Ah. There's one. Okay, Mr. Tater. How are you doing? Hey! Oh, wow, they're done. Okay. Okay, Google, cancel the timer, please. Hey, Google, how much time is... Hey, Google, how much time is left on my timer?
3 minutes and 32 seconds to go.
Okay, Google, cancel that, please.
I like the way you asked that. Sure, consider it canceled.
Okay, Google, thank you. My favorite popcorn bowl. Okay, now, we not only want to stop the cooking process, we want to temperature shock the skin around the potato so that it will fall off of the potato. So I'm going to put ice in the bowl. And we're going to do the easy way on peeling these taters if I didn't overcook them. That was a 45-minute timer, and it was last 42 minutes that those potatoes cooked, and they are completely tender. I probably could have cooked them a little less time. Okay? Maybe 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Okay. So I'm putting the ice in the bowl. Come on, ice. Out of the thing. Come on. Out of the tray. I hate when an inanimate object beats me. Here it is. Ow! Ice does not want to come out. Okay, this is a cracked tray. We've got a couple stubborn pieces here that just don't want to come out. That's your effort. Oh, shoot. Okay. Stay in there then. See if I can. Okay, come on out. Here we go. Come on out, ice. Come on. Come on out. There we go. One more. Hey, why is there always one in every bunch that just doesn't want to come out? Okay. Hey, give me my ice bag. Quit pulling out of there. Okay, so you got the ice water. Ice water in the bowl. Okay. Now, let me move my finger bowl. Yes, I know. I'm kind of uncoordinated today. We're going to put this I'm going to move this back. So I'm not working with it right this second. Take that tater and go into the ice water. Now I'm going to do that 2 more times. Wrong one to grab. Okay, what did I do? Jeri Lynn. Okay, Granny, I'm going to use this to scoop them with because they kind of tore a little under my tongs. Balance neck. Get away from that oil. I'm going to put it in the ice water. Oh, better way to do it. Look at that. It's leaning on the doohickey. Okay, here we go. In the ice water. Get in there. You can see where I scored it at and why now. See? Oh, watch this. Peeling just comes right off. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I gotta rinse this bowl out. Okay, I'm going to take the skin off of this side. It's really better if you leave it in there enough to cool off if you can handling it. Ouch, hot. Okay, hot potato, hot potato. Let it cool down a little bit. And it's okay if it cools down. You can always heat it back up. You know, I put milk and butter into my mashed potatoes, so if my potatoes start to cool down, I just get my milk and butter hot. Here we go. Yep, broke it in half. Okay. Just push it off like that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm sorry, but that's just so much easier than peel them because I can be a lazy butt sometimes. Okay. Isn't that great? Uh-oh. Okay, so my low battery thing came on, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So my iPad wants to dine in this beautiful time we're having on video tonight. We're having fried potatoes, fried chicken and mashed potatoes. Now that's the eyes I'm picking out right there, okay? The little boo-boos. And it's almost time to hang. Okay, see, the longer you leave it in there, the easier that skin comes off. Look at that. Oops. Back in there. Give me the meat off that potato. Go. Okay. And you lose less potato this way because the skin itself comes off without any potato behind it like it does on the peelers. I mean, look at that. That's your skin only. So you don't have the same waste that you have from peeling potatoes. Now, some people don't even peel them. They serve them with the peels on, but I think that's just lazy, okay? And I have been known to fry the skins a lot because I was low on food and I was trying to make a snack. Waste not, want not, my mama always said. Okay, so that's all potatoes. We're going to dump this. And I've got to go back to, I've got to flip this chicken and I just had water on my hands. Okay, so I'm going to be really careful. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. If the iPad dies, I'm just going to cry. Okay, here we go. It's probably only going to be about 10 or 15 more minutes for this chicken to be done. You want to flip it relatively regularly. I may have to make a second video to show you how it all turns out. It's just beautiful. Okay. Now, I'm going to put some butter. Oops, I forgot my butter's right here. Okay. And I use real butter. So here we go, butter. Some salt and pepper. And black pepper. Again, Papa and I like things a little on the spicy side. Let's give it a splash of milk for creamy. There we go, splash of milk for creamy. There we go. Granny, that's going to be almost potato soup if you're not careful. And we're going to mash it. Am I going to use this? Heck no, I'm not going to use that. Are you kidding me? Why should I use that? Yes, I'm going to start the mashing process with that, and then I'm going to use this. Because otherwise, potatoes are going to go flying everywhere when I stick the mixer in there. So, we're going to start the mashing process, and then we're going to use the mixer. Like this right here. Get it started. Now, most is mashed by itself. And get this rinsed immediately. Well, not too many things worse than dried on potato on your masher. It makes it hard to clean. Okay, plug this in. And here we go. Whip them taters, Granny. See that potato flying out because it was a chunk? Okay, now I need a little bit more milk. My potatoes are too dry. Turn off that water. Yeah, it's still in the bowl. Okay. Now, put a little more water in there, and this time I think I'll leave the milk out for a second. I don't like to do that though, because every minute that the milk is out is a bad minute. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in quickly as I can to not change the temperature of my milk. Okay, good. On high, I'm going to whip the crap out of the potatoes. A little more salt. A little more salt. Those soaking in water immediately. Turn the chicken. Making a mess. Every few minutes, like three minutes or so, you want to turn the chicken. Now kids, when I use canned vegetables, I drain the liquid off unless it's like okra and tomatoes, because that is full of preservatives in order to keep the food fresh while it's in the can. Yeah, I'm not feeding my family preservative water. So I drain it off, rinse the vegetables, and I usually, probably not healthy, but I use either margarine or butter when I heat them back up. Okay. I don't like cooking in the microwave. I love y'all. I have to make a second video because my battery's dying. I gotta go charge my iPad. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and I'm gonna put a plate or a lid over this to keep it warm. I love you guys, and I will make the second video on finishing it up or take a picture or whatever and add it with this. This has been Cooking with Granny, and I love y'all, and I hope you enjoy these videos and that it does some good. I know I'm probably not the healthiest cook in the world, but I've never had any complaints at dinner time. I see a lot of empty plates. Y'all have a wonderful night. Love y'all. Good night.